The first thing you must understand about winners is that they don't think like everyone else. They don't see problems the way most people do. Where the average person sees an obstacle, a winner sees an opportunity. Where the average person sees failure, a winner sees feedback. The difference is in the mindset. It's in how they process information, how they respond to challenges, and how they view themselves in the grand scheme of things. Winners understand that success is not about luck or chance. It's not about being born into the right family or having all the right connections. It's about training the mind to see possibilities where others see limitations. When most people say, "I can't," a winner asks, "How can I?" That small shift in thinking changes everything. Instead of stopping at the first sign of resistance, winners lean in, ask better questions, and find solutions. Another way winners think differently is in how they handle failure. Most people avoid failure at all costs. They fear embarrassment, rejection, and discomfort. Winners, on the other hand, embrace failure as part of the process. They know that every failure carries a lesson, and that lesson is a stepping stone to success. When a winner fails, they don't internalize it as a personal defeat. They analyze, adjust, and apply what they've learned. This is why you'll often see successful people talk about their failures openly, because they understand that failure was not the end, but rather the beginning of their greatest achievements. Winners also control their thoughts and guard their mental environment. They don't let negative self-talk dictate their actions. They don't dwell on past mistakes or complain about circumstances. Instead, they focus on what they can control, their mindset, their effort, and their response to adversity. This is why winners tend to have an unshakable confidence, not because life is easier for them, but because they have conditioned their minds to expect growth, progress, and eventual success. Another key difference in how winners think is their ability to delay gratification. They are willing to put in the work today for a reward that may come months or even years later. While most people want instant results, winners understand that real success is built over time. They trust the process, remain patient, and stay committed even when results aren't immediate. This mental endurance separates those who succeed from those who quit too soon. Every great achievement, every success story, every person who has risen above the ordinary, none of them got there by accident. They got there through discipline. Discipline is the difference between wishing for success and actually achieving it. It is the bridge that connects your goals to reality, the path that transforms dreams into results. Without discipline, talent is wasted, motivation fades, and potential remains unrealized. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Most people operate on feelings. They wait until they're inspired, energized, or in the right mood. Winners operate on commitment. They understand that if they only worked on their goals when they felt like it, they'd never get anywhere. Discipline means showing up day after day, whether the conditions are perfect or not. It's about making progress, not excuses. Look at the most successful people in any field. Athletes, business leaders, artists, inventors. What do they all have in common? It's not just intelligence, creativity, or raw talent. It's their ability to stay disciplined over long periods of time. They follow a routine. They set clear goals. They practice, refine, and repeat, even when no one is watching. They resist distractions and focus on what truly matters. Because they know that greatness is not built in a day. It's built daily, through small, consistent actions. Discipline also means sacrificing short-term pleasure for long-term gain. While others are looking for the easy way out, the shortcut, the quick fix, disciplined individuals are willing to do the hard work. They understand that temporary discomfort is the price of long-term success. They don't chase instant gratification, they chase progress. This is why winners don't complain about the process. They embrace it. They understand that every challenge, every moment of difficulty is sharpening them, strengthening them, and preparing them for the success they seek. Most people struggle with discipline because they confuse it with punishment. But discipline is not about suffering, it's about freedom. The freedom to achieve what others only dream about. The freedom to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. When you develop discipline, you take control of your destiny. You no longer rely on external circumstances to dictate your actions. You create habits that drive success, routines that lead to results, and a mindset that refuses to settle for less than you are capable of becoming. Most people fear failure because they see it as the end of the road. They take it personally, as if it defines their worth or proves they weren't good enough. But winners see failure differently. To them, failure is not the enemy, it's the instructor. It's the voice that says, "Not this way, try again." It's a signal, not a stop sign. It's feedback, not defeat. Think about a scientist in a laboratory. When an experiment doesn't work, they don't throw their hands up and say, "Well, I guess I'm a failure." No, they analyze the results. They adjust their approach. They refine their method and try again. Winners apply the same mindset in life. They treat failure like data, useful information that helps them improve, adapt, and get closer to success. History's filled with people who failed their way to greatness. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Walt Disney was told he lacked creativity. If any of these individuals had viewed failure as defeat, their stories would have ended right there. But instead, they used failure as a lesson, a stepping stone, a redirection towards something greater. Failure also reveals character. It separates those who truly want something from those who only wish for it. Anyone can stay motivated when things are going well, but when things fall apart, when doors close, when setbacks come, that's when you see who is truly committed. Winners don't break under failure. They build resilience through it. The truth is, failure only defeats those who accept it as final. But for those who see failure as feedback, every setback is just a setup for a stronger comeback. Every mistake becomes a lesson. Every disappointment becomes a source of wisdom. And every no brings them one step closer to the right yes. The question is never, will I fail? Because failure is part of the process. The real question is, what will I do with it? Most people wait for motivation before they take action. They tell themselves, "I'll start when I feel ready," or "I'll be disciplined when I feel inspired." But here's the truth. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. Some days you wake up excited and energized, ready to take on the world. Other days you don't feel like doing anything at all. If you rely on motivation alone, you'll never get very far. If winners understand this, and that's why they choose consistency over motivation. Consistency is what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. It's showing up every single day whether you feel like it or not. It's putting in the effort when no one is watching, when no one is clapping, when there's no immediate reward. It's understanding that progress isn't always visible in the moment, but every small effort compounds over time. Think about an athlete training for competition. They don't train only when they feel like it. They don't skip workouts just because they're tired. They follow the schedule, rain or shine, because they know that excellence is built through repetition. The same principle applies to every area of life, whether it's business, relationships, personal growth, or any goal you're trying to achieve. The person who consistently takes small steps forward will always outperform the person who waits for bursts of motivation. Most people quit, not because they lack talent or potential, but because they lack consistency. They start strong, but the moment progress slows down, they lose interest. Winners, on the other hand, push through those moments of doubt. They understand that consistency creates momentum, and momentum leads to mastery. They don't expect overnight success. They trust the process, knowing that small, repeated actions will lead to big results. The key to winning is not doing something once in a while with great intensity, but doing it every single day with unwavering commitment. It's about forming habits that lead to success, rather than depending on feelings that fade. The ones who succeed are not the ones who always feel motivated. They are the ones who keep showing up no matter what. Before anything great is achieved, it is first believed. Every invention, every breakthrough, every success story started in the mind of someone who dared to believe it was possible. Without self-belief, action is weak, inconsistent, or non-existent. But when a person truly believes in themselves, they move differently, they take risks, they push forward, and they refuse to quit. Think about it. Why do some people take massive action toward their goals while others hesitate, procrastinate, or make excuses? It's not intelligence, talent, or luck. It's belief. People who believe in themselves don't wait for permission. They don't overanalyze every step or get stuck in doubt. They take action, knowing that even if they fail, they will learn, adjust, and improve. Self-belief is the foundation of confidence. When you believe in yourself, you trust your abilities. You trust that you can figure things out even when the path is unclear. This trust fuels action. You don't sit around waiting for the perfect moment. You create the moment. You take the first step, and then another, and another, until momentum builds. Doubt, on the other hand, paralyzes. It keeps people stuck in fear, hesitation, and inaction. When you don't believe in yourself, every challenge looks bigger than it is. Every failure feels final. Every obstacle seems like a reason to quit. But winners silence doubt with action. They understand that confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build through experience, through trial and error, through persistence. Self-belief also affects how you handle setbacks. When you believe in yourself, a temporary failure doesn't shake you. Instead of saying, maybe I'm not good enough, you say, this is just part of the process. You see challenges as opportunities to grow rather than reasons to give up. You know that the only way to truly fail is to stop trying. People often ask, how do I build self-belief? The answer is simple: take action. Confidence is built through action, not thought. The more you take action, the more proof you give yourself that you are capable. The more proof you have, the stronger your belief becomes. And the stronger your belief, the more action you take. This is the cycle of success. Excuses are the comfort zone of the unsuccessful. They are the justifications people create to explain why they are not where they want to be. I don't have enough time. I'm too old. I don't have the right connections. I wasn't born with talent. These excuses may sound valid, but they are nothing more than chains that keep people stuck in mediocrity. Winners understand this, and that's why they outgrow excuses. They don't waste energy explaining why they can't. They focus on how they can. An excuse is simply a way to avoid responsibility. It shifts the blame to circumstances, other people, or bad luck. But here's the truth. Every person who has ever succeeded has faced obstacles. Every champion has had reasons to quit. Every leader has encountered difficulties. The difference is that winners refuse to let excuses control their future. Winners take full ownership of their lives. If they don't have enough time, they create time. If they lack knowledge, they learn. If they don't have resources, they find a way to start with what they have. They don't let limitations define them. Instead, they ask, what can I do right now with what I have? And then they take action. Think about it. Excuses never move you forward. They only keep you where you are. The moment you stop making them, you start growing. Winners understand that success is not about perfect conditions. It's about making progress despite imperfect conditions. Another reason winners outgrow excuses is that they see problems as challenges, not roadblocks. They don't focus on what's stopping them, they focus on what they can control. While others complain about circumstances, winners adapt. While others wait for the right time, winners take the first step. This mindset shift is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who simply talk about them. Most people fail to succeed not because they lack ability, but because they hold on to excuses. Winners break free from that mindset. They understand that every time they make an excuse, they give up a little bit of their power, and they refuse to do that. Instead, they choose action. They choose responsibility. They choose to rise above their circumstances rather than be controlled by them. Your mindset is not just a product of your thoughts. It is deeply influenced by the environment you immerse yourself in every day. The people you associate with, the conversations you engage in, the content you consume, and the habits you surround yourself with, all shape the way you think, what you believe is possible, and ultimately the actions you take. Look around you. Are the people in your life lifting you up or pulling you down? Do they challenge you to grow, or do they reinforce excuses and negativity? Winners are intentional about their environment because they understand that mindset is not just built from within. It is also molded by external influences. If you spend your time with people who complain, make excuses, and settle for less, you will unconsciously adopt their mindset. But if you surround yourself with people who are ambitious, disciplined, and focused, their energy will elevate your own. Your physical environment matters too. Chaos breeds chaos. If you live in disorder, your mind will reflect that. Winners design their space to reflect their goals. They create environments that promote focus, productivity, and growth. They remove distractions, simplify their surroundings, and cultivate an atmosphere that reinforces success. Another powerful influence on mindset is the information you consume, the books you read, the videos you watch, the conversations you engage in. These all feed your mind. Winners don't waste mental energy on negativity, gossip, or distractions. They are selective with what they allow into their minds because they understand that every piece of information is either sharpening their thinking or dulling it. They seek out knowledge, wisdom, and inspiration, knowing that what they consume eventually shapes their beliefs and actions. Culture also plays a role. The beliefs and norms of the people around you can either expand or limit your thinking. Some environments encourage ambition and self-improvement, while others suppress it. Winners don't just accept the mindset they inherited, they challenge it. They seek out new perspectives, expose themselves to different ways of thinking, and intentionally place themselves in environments that align with the future they want to create. Ultimately, your environment is either working for you or against you. It is shaping your mindset every single day, whether you realize it or not. Winners take control of this influence. They build environments that reinforce their vision, surround themselves with people who push them higher, and remove anything that weakens their focus or belief. Every great achievement, every breakthrough, every transformation begins with a vision. Vision is the ability to see beyond the present, beyond limitations, beyond what is to what could be. It is the blueprint of success, the inner compass that guides action, fuels persistence, and turns dreams into reality. Without vision, effort is scattered, energy is wasted, and progress is uncertain. But with vision, everything changes. Vision gives direction. Without it, people drift, chasing whatever opportunity appears in front of them, never truly committing to a path. But winners know exactly where they are going because they have a clear picture of their destination. They don't just work hard, they work smart, aligning their actions with their ultimate goal. Every step they take, every decision they make, is measured against their vision. If it doesn't move them closer, they let it go. Vision also fuels resilience. The road to success is filled with challenges, setbacks, and obstacles. Those without vision give up when the road gets tough. They become discouraged by failure and distracted by temporary difficulties. But those with vision push through. They don't see obstacles as roadblocks. They see them as tests, as lessons, as stepping stones to something greater. Their vision keeps them focused, reminding them why they started in the first place. More than anything, vision creates belief. When you can see something clearly in your mind, you start to believe it is possible. And when you believe it is possible, you start to take action. This is why winners visualize their goals. They don't just think about success. They see it, they feel it, they live it in their minds long before it becomes reality. And because they see it so clearly, they move with confidence even before the results appear. And the results appear. But vision alone is not enough. It must be combined with discipline, action, and persistence. Many people have dreams, but few have a vision strong enough to sustain action over the long term. Winners don't just dream, they turn their vision into a plan, break it down into actionable steps, and commit to the process. They understand that the future belongs to those who can see it before it arrives, and they refuse to let distractions or doubts steal their destiny. The greatest achievements in history were made by those who had the courage to see beyond their present circumstances. The power of vision is the power to create, to transform, and to rise above anything that stands in the way. Success is not built in a day. It is built in the small, repeated actions you take every single day. Your habits shape your future more than your goals, your motivation, or even your talent. What you do consistently matters far more than what you do occasionally. Winners understand this, and that's why they take full control of their habits. Look at your daily routine. The way you start your morning, the food you eat, the way you manage your time, the conversations you engage in. These are not just random actions. They are the building blocks of your future. Every habit you have is either working for you or against you. It is either pushing you closer to success or pulling you further away. Winners make sure their habits align with their vision. Habits create momentum. When you develop the habit of discipline, you don't have to rely on motivation. When you build the habit of learning, you are constantly growing. When you make excellence a habit, you don't need to remind yourself to give your best effort. It becomes second nature. Winners don't leave their success to chance. They build habits that make success inevitable. But here's the problem. Most people focus on the big results they want without paying attention to the small habits that lead there. They want to be fit, but they don't develop the habit of exercising daily. They want financial freedom, but they don't develop the habit of managing their money wisely. They want strong relationships, but they don't develop the habit of listening, communicating, and investing in others. Success is not about wanting more, it's about doing more consistently. Bad habits, on the other hand, are silent killers. They don't ruin your life overnight, but they slowly erode your potential. A little procrastination today turns into missed opportunities tomorrow. A little laziness today turns into unfulfilled dreams years down the road. Winners recognize this, and that's why they guard their habits carefully. They know that small actions, repeated over time, create massive results, whether good or bad. The secret to changing your life is changing your habits. Winners don't just set goals, they set systems. They build routines that make success automatic. They don't depend on willpower or luck. They structure their days in a way that ensures progress. Because at the end of the day, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your habits. The moment you stop growing, you start declining. There is no such thing as standing still in life. You are either moving forward or falling behind. Winners understand this, and that's why they never stop learning, improving, and evolving. They don't settle for what they already know, what they have already achieved, or the skills they currently possess. They seek growth in every season of life because they know that the key to lasting success is continuous development. Growth is not accidental, it is intentional. It doesn't happen just because time passes. It happens because of a commitment to learning, adapting, and expanding one's mindset. Winners make learning a lifestyle. They read books, seek mentors, study successful people, and embrace challenges as opportunities to improve. They don't wait for life to force them to grow. They actively pursue it. One of the biggest reasons winners never stop growing is that they are never satisfied with good enough. They refuse to become complacent. While others get comfortable and settle into routines, winners push themselves to new levels. They set bigger goals, take on greater challenges, and refuse to let past success make them lazy. They understand that yesterday's victories don't guarantee tomorrow's success. Winners also embrace change. They don't resist new ideas, new strategies, or new ways of thinking. They adapt, innovate, and evolve with the times. They know that the world is constantly changing, and those who refuse to grow will eventually be left behind. While others fear change, winners see it as an opportunity to expand their skills, refine their thinking, and reach new heights. Failure does not discourage them, it educates them. Instead of seeing setbacks as signs to stop, they use them as stepping stones for growth. They analyze what went wrong, adjust their approach, and come back stronger. Every failure is a lesson, every obstacle is a teacher, and every challenge is a chance to become better. Another key trait of those who never stop growing is their ability to surround themselves with people who challenge them. They don't seek comfort in groups that reinforce mediocrity. They seek mentors, peers, and environments that push them beyond their limits. They understand that growth thrives in the presence of challenge and accountability. Winners live with a simple truth. The more they grow, the more they can achieve. The more they learn, the more they can contribute. The more they push themselves, the more they expand their potential. They are never content with who they were yesterday because they know that true success is a lifelong journey of growth.